So guys, one would think that Abure was sacked from LP, but guess what? Abure is back and is giving ultimatum to P2B that he cannot be in ADC and be in LP, that he has time to come and apologize to him to come back to the Labour Party, and that he can't be in two parties. And I don't think maybe he forgot that P2B is not actually a full member of ADC. P2B have not actually declared his full support for ADC. So he's a full member of the Labour Party. So Abure coming out now to say that P2B cannot be in two parties, that P2B must choose one, that he has this time or this time to do so. Just take a look for yourself, and I'll be to you guys in a minute.
Labour Party. Well, every Nigerian has a right to fraternize with any group, with any political party of his choice. It is a right that is guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And therefore, whoever feels that they want to fraternize with any group, the choice is theirs. But the constitution of the party is also very clear. And the Constitution of Nigeria is equally clear that you cannot belong to two political parties at the same time. In fact, the Bible said you cannot be hot and cold at the same time. And so the answer is simple. Those who are romancing, we are watching them. And at an appropriate time, the party organs will decide what will happen. The second part of the question is whether the FCT senator is still a member of the party. I think she will be in a better position to answer that question. So I will join that you look for her, find her, and ask her if she's still a member of the party. So I think these are the two questions that are for me. Okay, the third one was the one that was asked by... Well, like we have said in our communique, we have been in this party for years. We have piloted the affairs of this country, of this party. We have grown the party. We rose from the ranks and eventually got to the level that we are in this party. This party believes in legality. We believe in the letter and spirit of our party constitution. We believe in the letter and spirit of the Nigerian Constitution. I want to say very clearly that legality does not give way for illegality. The courts have stated clearly that the party is supreme, that issues of leadership are internal affairs of the party, and by virtue of that, reaffirmed the constitution of the party and reaffirmed the leadership that was elected by members of this party in 2024 at Inewi, which produced the current leadership of this party. You will agree with me that the so-called group are not only illegitimate, they are illegal. And therefore, legality cannot give way for illegality. We are therefore using this opportunity to say that our doors are open. And I want to put the question in a better perspective. I think the question should go to them, that they should sheathe their sword and come back to the house. If they come back and apologize, we are ready to forgive them. Because we believe that there is no victor. So we'll forgive them and work with them. Thank you and God bless you.
Yeah, welcome back to the studio once again. Everybody has been very surprised at why P2B and El-Rufai are at the forefront of the coalition. The party that has been chosen for the coalition for now, which is ADC. These two folks are not members yet. They have not even made any attempt to resign from their, current party. Atiku has left PDP, yet to announce for the joining of ADC. Dele Momodu has left PDP, joined ADC. A host of that kind of movement. What really explains, in a more realistic terms, if not politics, why these two folks are yet to join ADC? Do you think they might end up not even joining ADC? Philip, let me start from you.
Yes, you see, like we've always said on this table, that the coalition as it is today is a project in progress.
Okay.
We have said it before now, even before the news came out, that look, those who Nigeria look up to for the coalition to succeed, though they are part of the coalition, they have not said anything about the ADC, the party chosen by the coalition as the vehicle to prosecute the coalition ideas and dreams and projects. The spokesperson of the ADC, the Protent Publicity Secretary, has came out to tell us that, look, yes, Peter Obi and El-Rufai had not joined the ADC for specific reason. He said that these two persons, were excused, or rather, they gave excuse that they have elections in hand in their, parties, which means they are not members of ADC. That Peter Obi said he has election in hand, governorship in hand in his Labour Party, and El-Rufai said they are by elections in his SDP party. What that tells you is that in the eyes of Nigerians, the coalition is between Peter Obi and El-Rufai. Whether you take it or leave it, every other person is an addition. And once these two people are not there, take for instance the day they did the unveiling, if Peter Obi and El-Rufai were not there, that would have been the end of the so-called coalition and ADC. As it is today, the coalition, they thrive on the name of Peter Obi and El-Rufai. That is why the spokesperson has to come to the public to say, look, we still have El-Rufai and Peter Obi in our fold, even though they have not formally joined us. This is just a way to keep the party, the so-called new ADC coalition floating, because they themselves are not sure if after now, these two persons who are in the forefront of coalition, who believe that Nigeria needs a good governance, who Nigerians believe in that these two people can produce a good governance for us, they have not formally joined ADC. There are no parties in question. For them to give that potency to the party, to make Nigerians believe that this party is the party of the coalition, they had to quickly, address the issue of Peter Obi and El-Rufai not signing in for ADC yet. Well, your question is it possible for these two persons to continue or to pull out? For me, 24 hours in politics is a long time. And these two persons are not kids. They have to, I think they are still looking at the indices and the people they are coaliting with, whether these people are proper people to coalite with or not, or coaliting with these people can take them to the promised land. That dream they have for Nigeria, can they deliver it from this coalition? If not, then they will come out with what they decide at the end of the day. I think they are still working on it.
Yeah, Peter, do you think, because if you look at the demographics of support for P2B and demographics of support for El-Rufai, if these two demographics merge, and, the little differences, no doubt, try to thin out their differences, which at the top, I think that is already thin out. It's only at the lower base. So me, I don't like El-Rufai, the other lower base, me, I don't like P2B. But once they can, push that, smoothing that out across board, this ticket on itself is even the coalition Nigerians are looking for. do you think they might end up not going into ADC? Because removing these two people, like he has said, ADC remains I won't use the word caca so I don't diminish the aspirations of people. It remains the bucket of old politicians, David Mark, Arebeshola, even this Bolaji, why a young man, he has been there. Bolaji Abdullahi, he has been there. You know, and Secondus, Atiku, you know, and the likes. You know. So do you think El-Rufai and P2B, having found this union, to find a better way, devoid of something that might lead to primaries that would definitely not bring Obi out, and take a new platform and then talk to Nigerians? It might not be today, maybe at some point.
Yeah, I will answer the question. Before I do that, I want to address the question you earlier asked him. These two names you mentioned, El-Rufai and Obi, to show you how important they are. The interim publicity secretary of the ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi, went on to tell people that they are joining. And they're the only ones that are part of this coalition have not joined ADC.
They are not.
They are not. So why zero down on two of them?
Yes.
See, these are the people that give this coalition relevance. Remove them from this coalition. Nigerians do not care about them. See, they want to be.
So
more
is it kind of
relevant.
image laundering for the coalition?
Image laundering. So you will keep dishing out these two names, making people believe they are part of this coalition. And those that eager planning to join, they are joining based on these two people joining. So the mass movement they expected has not happened.
Yes.
So what do you do? Don't worry, you want to be, he will come. He has this thing he's doing.
Confess.
He's trying to get another election done. El-Rufai is doing his own Abure election. Once they are done, they will come. So you guys can come. So these are the major blocks in this coalition. And I can tell you, if they decide to go on their own coalition, this will be dead than ever. ADC was very, very prominent because Obi and El-Rufai attended the unveiling. If they didn't attend the unveiling, the attraction they got would have been 80% off. Nigerians who knows who they want. And them in ADC, they know who sells. And again, I told Okachukwu line, for me, I believe I told that line, ADC is a trap for Obi. Once he comes in, now you are in. And the party primaries will hold very late to election. And most likely they won't give him. Now he has got extraction for them. He has helped them establish in every other state. And they will dump him. Obi has said it. He is running for presidency. Tanko has said it. Anything other than presidency, his principal is not interested. And Nigerians, anything outside of Obi, I don't think Nigerians are interested. Because these are the same old blocks that have governed us for ages. This is the same old idea. And most of them, they are not in this coalition for the betterment of Nigeria. Because this government has left them behind.
Okay, let me come to you, Philip. In ensuring something that looks like a tougher election in 2027, do you think ADC is better off with old and experienced hand like Atiku going to challenge Asiwaju, and maybe having a vice like Amechi, who is also, though a young man, but old? He has been in the system for God since almost 1999. You know, having to pair people like that, because certainly if Obi is not going to get the presidential ticket of ADC, Obedience are clearly not interested. That's right. So do you think that we need things like that to challenge Asiwaju, or Nigerians want a formidable performance square of something that looks like P2B, El-Rufai, who have been accused of high performance? FCT minister, El-Rufai as FCT minister did wonders, you know, and that was how he built himself into the heart of Nigerians. Obi as Anambra State governor did excellently well. You know, that is why he was even in the first place choosing to be vice to Atiku, and that candidacy was the best performing Atiku has ever had. Do you think Nigerians would rather want something like that goes beyond removal of Asiwaju to ensure that if you remove Asiwaju, there will be a better governance, other than just put some old blocks together, remove Asiwaju, and we'll still go into the old system that is even worse with Asiwaju? Why not just leave Asiwaju to continue? They say the devil you know. It's better than the angel you don't know.
Yeah, your question, in your opening speech, you made mention of experience.
Yes.
I ask you back, what kind of experience are you talking of? Experience of corruption? Experience of killing the country, stealing? Experience of weaponizing poverty? Experience of acquiring all government property because you were put in charge for privatization? Experience of leaving school and become a speaker and governor and minister? What kind of experience are you talking of? So, having said that, what Nigeria want, that's the question you asked me.
Yes.
Nigeria do not want such experience. Nigeria want a global experience that will give Nigeria good governance. And I think Nigeria has found it in one man. And that man is Peter Obi and El-Rufai. El-Rufai had his track record. Like Obi will say, go and verify. El-Rufai wouldn't say it, but you go and verify El-Rufai profile where he had served and worked. The records are there to show that it's a performance. What Nigeria want in 2027, whether it's 3 horse race, whether it's whatever it is, they want to elect people with integrity and character, with credibility, who will give them good governance, who will put table on their table. I have said to people that governance is not by paving roads. Governance is not by digging drainages. Governance is beyond that. Yes, they are part of governance, but governance is it's all about providing policy that provide enabling environment for
people to prosper,
to invest, so that there will be employment opportunity for the teeming citizenry, not government that will create poverty. They said they feared it. Even though it's a civilian rule, they said fuel subsidy is gone without plan in place, and you threw the whole country into poverty. People who had 10 naira before, now their money is not valued as 1 naira. You floated the naira that is not even without going to profit. The people want to elect a government that will move Nigeria from consumption to production. Because it's only when you produce that you can tax and you can make more money for government to provide these infrastructures. Not borrowing money to provide infrastructure. When you borrow money to provide, what will happen?
All right. Yeah, I was coming to you on what Bolaji said about allowing these people to conduct their elections or whatever. Truth remains that if P2B and El-Rufai has found a home in ADC, which is the new party you want to get into, you don't mourn the old one. Yeah. Exactly. You don't mourn the old one. After all, El-Rufai left APC to SDP. APC has an election to conduct. He didn't stay behind to finish the election. Is it an indication that Obi and El-Rufai are actually not in this coalition?
They're part of the coalition.
They are not in ADC. They are not interested in ADC.
They're not in ADC. As it stands now, they are weighing their options. They are looking at the templates. They are looking at the templates. They are studying what is before them. Is this viable? Is this workable? Will this provide what Nigerians need? And these are smart guys. They know what Nigerians need. And from the calculation, I don't think it's giving them what they think that Nigeria needs. And because it's not, they won't join for now. And for crying out loud, this same coalition has a party, they registered at that. Nobody's talking about it. It's going through registration. And there is no law that said the coalition must use ADC as a platform. ADC is one of the platforms. So we are coaliting. Does not mean all of us will go in the same direction.
And now, let me put it this way. Kachiku wants to contest. He said he's still going to contest. Certainly, if Kachiku is going to contest, even though the ADC had, for any reason, adopted Atiku or adopted P2B or adopted Amechi, I think these are the 3 people there that are at the forefront of running for the office of president. Do you think Kachiku is now the kind of guarantee that there must be primaries? Because he said he's going to run. He was the last presidential candidate of ADC, and he was at the 5th position after Kwankwaso. He was next to Kwankwaso. No matter the gap. After all, there was also a serious gap between P2B and Kwankwaso. So, do you think that is a guarantee that we are not going to have a unanimous consensus candidate?
Oh, of course, Kachiku is aware that if they had the primaries, Kachiku, he knows he will not win. For them to have hijacked that party that way,
but how are you sure Kachiku might not? He used to be more Alu. Kachuku won the last primaries. And Moalu didn't.
Because
And one
because
Moalu
it was fair and plain, not when you have brought all your friends into it.
but the
And
same
push-
machinery is the same ADC people.
No, they pushed the men out. The men out.
They are not. The last time, hold on. It's only that the national office. All the state chairmen are still there. They held a meeting last week where all the state chairmen, accepted to work with these interim national officers. If the state chairman remain and all those officers remain, it's still the same machinery.
This is what Kachuku line. Most that have said this, they were offered 20 million based on what Kachuku said. So his issue is that these people have hijacked the party. They didn't go through the normal process.
All right. Philip, do you think because of Kachuku alone, no matter what these people coalescing came together or came to a conclusion with, that there must be primary in ADC? And once there's going to be primary, you're almost sure P2B will not win. Because P2B will not give bribe to delegate to vote for him.
With or without Kashuku, the ADC has made this clear. The ADC as it is today has made this clear to us that there's going to be primaries. And again, those speaking about Kashuku and you alleged that the chairman met with the new leadership and they said that they are prepared to work.
Not alleged, the video is available.
No, I know I use the word alleged because you cannot place something on nothing. The process that brought in the new leadership is in tandem with the law. If they don't come in through the proper way, they are not there.
Well,
whatever meeting they had with them is amounts to nothing.
Nothing. All right.
So that's what when I said alleged, that's what they are saying is it amounts to nothing because you can't place something on nothing.
On nothing, certainly.
So what we are saying here is Kashuku. Yes, he has the right that he was the presidential candidate of ADC in the last election. He's not a life presidential candidate.
Yeah. But say he will contest.
So it's right to contest. But what is more important is whether Peter Obi and Erufai are they, like you rightly said when you were asking your question, will you, if the ADC is a home they want to live? Because when Erufai was leaving APC to SDP, he didn't think twice. So it clearly shows that these two men they are not interested in this ADC thing. And like I said before, they are asking themselves question. And these people are the right people for us to coalesce with.
Right. P2B and Erufai is more than going to conduct elections for their legacy parties. I think more of it is that these people in ADC, the people we should coalesce with, is ADC really the vehicle that can help us achieve the goals we have for Nigerians? Is ADC, as it is, going through primaries to still bring out somebody that will be nominated by delegates that might not be with the synchronization of the temperature of the people to represent and, the entire Nigerians in coalition, in quote, and fighting Asiwaju? So, at the end of the day, do you want to replace Asiwaju with Atiku? Or you want to replace Asiwaju with P2B?
It's very, very simple that P2B does not want to join the coalition. He's just observing. Because assuming he really wanted to join, he would have resigned from Labour Party and moved to ADC properly, but he hasn't done that. That means he still has interest in Labour Party to run in Labour Party because he knows that staying in ADC will warrant a primaries, which Atiku have upper hand of winning. Because the Northerners will always support their brother. That's how they've been for years. So they can't change because of P2B. So P2B knows how this game is being played. So he's still keeping the options open that he's still in Labour Party and not in ADC. And he have never declared a full support. Same goes to Erufai. Erufai is same of SDP. He has never declared that he's now going to ADC fully. So Abure coming out now to try to P2B does not make any sense. It's as if he's taking laws into his own hand. And let's not forget that Supreme Court sacked Abure, but Abure is still giving judgments in Labour Party. That means our Nigeria law have been destroyed. Because Supreme Court gives an order, nobody goes against Supreme Court order, but Nigeria, everybody goes against it. Supreme Court said that now the country is free of charge. But Federal High Court and government are still charging him in court, going against the rules and laws of the Supreme Court. That's the level where we are getting to in Nigeria, where the Supreme Court don't have any say anymore in Nigeria. And once they say, the government do as they wish, or people do as they wish, because they've broadened their level. That's how it is. Until they change it, that's how it's going to be. Because right now, people don't respect the rule of law any longer. Abure was sacked from the Supreme Court, but here he is giving order in LP. That Alex Oti and Peter do not have any say in LP, that is them that have say in LP. Imagine giving ultimatum to Peter that he has to come and apologize, or else be sacked from LP. Who gave him the right to sack Peter from LP? This actually shows how people can be ingrate, because we all know that P2B was one that made the Labour Party relevant. Nobody can argue that. But let me go to vote in the comment section. I'll be taking my next video.